Hi YouTube people, my name is Kumi-Larbi. In this video we are going to look at how to configure an interface with a Mikrotik router as a DHCP client. So assuming we want to configure an interface on the Mikrotik router, say at a 5, right? So let me go interfaces, a moment. Okay, so let me go interfaces. You see we have a number of interfaces here, right? Ether 1 to Ether 5. I'm currently connected on Ether 1 for access to the Mikrotik via the Winbox. And then I have Ether 5, right? And I have Ether 5 connected to a different network, and I want to configure it as a DHCP client. Okay, so all I need to do is to go IP and then select DHCP client, right? So I hit the DHCP client, I hit the plus sign, and then on the part where you see interface, I get to drop down the interface and select the Ether 5, right? Now you see you have the option use peer DNS and then use peer NTP, right? So what it means is that the Mikrotik will be expecting to receive that information, assuming that the DHCP server is presenting that as well. Okay, so if that is not required, then you can go ahead and then uncheck those. But currently I want to be able to receive just DNS, right? So I'm going to uncheck NTP, right? Then you have the option to either decide whether you still want to receive the default route from the DHCP server or not. Okay, so in the first instance I am going to hit no, and then we see what would happen with that. So I'm going to hit the apply and then say okay, right? Now immediately you see that I have received an IP address 192.168.8.12 from my DHCP server on the Ether 5 interface, right? Now should I go to the terminal interface, right? So let's open up a new terminal and then let's issue IP route print. Right, you realize that I only have the 192.168.8.0/24 subnet known to me, right? As it is now, I do not have any default route assigned to this particular router. So that is it if you decide to go with the no default route option. Okay, now if I should go back and then edit the configuration, right, and then now decide to go for yes for default route, and I hit apply and then I say okay, right? I still have my IP 192.168.8.12 assigned to my interface, but then let's see what happens if we go in to issue the IP route print again, and then you realize that this time around I have been assigned a default route, which is a 0.0.0/0, which the gateway is 192.168.8.1, right? So 8.1 is the device that I'm actually going to use to go outside my network, which we usually refer to as the default gateway. Okay, now in the same vein I can just go IP routes and then we'll see the same representation there. So just in case you do not want to go the terminal route, you can still go ahead to use the this option to view the routes that have been assigned to you. Okay, so just to run a few tests just to ensure that we are able to hit our default gateway at least. I'm going to issue a ping to 192.168.8.1, and you realize I am getting a response from the default gateway. Now you also remember that we also opted to receive DNS IPs from the DHCP server, right? So if I should go IP DNS now, right, you realize that dynamically we are receiving 192.168.8.1 as our DNS server as well. So that is how you can configure an interface on a Mikrotik router as a DHCP client with all the other options that come with it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.